Hello Year 5, hello Year 6. This is your third music lesson with me, Mrs. Lambert. Okay, so before we carry on any further with this lesson, I want you to maybe pause the video so you can get a whiteboard and marker or a pencil and paper. Just gives you time to get your things ready and then we'll start the lesson. Okay, so what we're going to have a go. We're going to have a go at seeing if we can remember our rhythmic pattern that we were talking about, emphasising the weak beat, singing our Liza song. Joining in with me? Every time I remember Liza, water come on me eye. Every time I remember Liza, water come on me eye. Come back, Liza, come back, gal, water come on me eye. Come back, Liza, come back, gal, water come on me eye. Come back, Liza, come back, gal, water come on me eye. Come back, Liza, come back, gal, water come on me eye. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to have a go at writing that little rhythmic pattern in notation. And we call this rhythmic notation. It's quite different to sounds. You know, when we're writing our notes, minims and semibeats, it looks quite different. But instead of giving us the pitch, it's telling us the length of sounds we're clapping. Okay, now, this is what it looks like. Okay, so here, I'm wondering, the letters underneath, I'm wondering if you can have a think about what they mean before I give you the answer. Well, I hope you've had a little think about it. It's showing where the beats fall. Strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak. And what you can do as well, above your notation, you can write 1, 2, 3, 4, which shows how the beats fall from 1 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Strong, weak, strong, weak. 1, 2, 3, 4. Strong, weak, strong, weak. Okay, now, as you can see, the first beat and the third beat, I have the same symbol. They fall on the strong beat. Okay, now, I always think of cartoons. So when a character is asleep in a cartoon, they sometimes put Zs. And it basically means that it means you're having a rest. So you're not doing anything. So on here we'd go T-T, ta, T-T, ta. So in a way you're having a little snooze. Okay, so nothing on the first beat and nothing on the third beat. So it's, in a way we're missing out the strong beat. We're not playing anything. Okay, here on the second beat, the weak beat, to me it looks a little bit like if it had a circle in the middle, it would look like a door. It's got a hat on. Okay, and this is what I would say to this sound. T-T. T-T. It's your quicker sound. Quick, quick. T-T. And then if we put the 1 to 3 beats, it would go like this. T-T. T-T. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at the fourth beat. And the fourth beat is just like a number 1 without the hat. Okay, and this is your longer sound. So we're going to say the sound ta. T-T, ta. T-T, ta. T-T, ta. T-T, ta. What you can do after this lesson, you can have a go at writing this simple rhythmic notation and then maybe mixing them up and have a go at clapping them and see what kind of different rhythmic sounds you can make out of that little notation. All right, just by twizzling them round and putting them in different positions on the strong, weak, strong, weak. Okay, now, what I would like us to do now is we're going to look at a new song. Okay, it's a lovely song. I hope you like it as much as I do. And I'm just going to play it to you. And I'm not going to play the tune as such. I'm just going to play the chords, what we call a chord progression. And I want you to see if our little rhythmic pattern fits the song. Okay, I'm hoping you can get it to fit the chord progression. Okay. So, here we go. Okay, now then, you may recognise it, you may think, oh, that song does sound familiar, or you might know it. Well, it's one of my favourites, I love this song, and it's called I Can See Clearly Now. I can see clearly now the day has gone. Okay, so, it's by an artist called Johnny Nash, and he wrote the original. There are lots and lots of artists who have covered this song, but I would like us to have a look at the original and the original artist. He wrote this, from what I can gather, in 1972, so it's quite an old song, but it's still so relevant. And even as I was looking at the lyrics today, I was thinking how relevant they are, especially for what's happening right now. So for now, what we're going to do is we are just going to look at the first verse and the little, and I say little, the little chorus is simply just one line, and it sort of links quickly the song together. The choruses usually are quite long, but this is just simply one line, and you'll hear it in a minute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing it to you. I suggest you have a listen for now, and then we'll have a go at our rhythmic pattern. Okay, and hopefully you'll pick up some of the words and join in. So here we go. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that have me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Okay, so I'm hoping that you can hear how short that chorus is. It's going to be a bright, bright, sunny, sunshiny day. It's going to be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Okay, now, what we're going to do now is we're going to put it all together and we're going to have a go at putting our rhythmic pattern to the song. Okay, and before I do, I just want to give you a few little things that you can be thinking about after this lesson. So after this lesson, what I would like you to do is to find on YouTube the original song by Johnny Nash. I can see clearly now. And I want you to as well put the lyrics up, because at the moment I've only sung to you the first verse and the little one-line chorus. Okay, so I want you to have a look at the words. Then when it comes to be bright, bright, sunshiny day, Johnny Nash, he sings the tune. And then when it comes to bright, he has some backing singers that harmonising with him. So that's not singing the tune, that's harmonising. And what I want you to do, they do it twice. Okay, and then they use the word bright. And when you hear that, I want you to see, when they do it twice, do they sing it both exactly the same way twice? Or is the first time different to the second? And if it is, which beat do they come? Is it on the weak beat? Is it on the strong beat? Or is it on the same beat every time? So that's one thing I'd like you to do. And then when you listen to the whole of the song from beginning to the end, I want you to see if you think the whole song stays the same. So is it all the same? Or is there a new little bit to it? And if there is a new little bit to it, does it emphasise, does it still keep on emphasising the weak beat? It might be the same, or it might not be one, or they might emphasise the strong beat. So I want you to see if you can do some musical investigating for me, and then we can talk about what we found next week. Okay, so I'm going to finish now. We're all going to have a go at joining in with our rhythmic pattern, and maybe joining in with the song. Okay, so here we go. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. None of the dark clouds that left me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. None of the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. See you all next week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.